do this again. Hey guys, Jordan here, and this is my Nintendo's predictions for Great Balls of Fire, the last Raw pay-per-view before SummerSlam. Of course, this isn't the last pay-per-view before SummerSlam. We still have SmackDown Battleground, but this is the last Raw pay-per-view. So tomorrow night on Raw, we'll have the road to SummerSlam. Again, there is a couple of matches on the main card. I think there's 8 matches on the card. Yeah, that's a lot of matches. Again, one being on the pre-show. So we're going to cover the non-title matches and then the title matches in this review. So next is first is Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt. Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? Me and Tim have both gone for Seth Rollins, and to be honest, he's going to win. I feel sorry for Bray. He's the eater of pinfalls instead of the eater of worlds at the moment. But I do believe Seth's going to win this match and solidify himself as the 2K18 cover star. And maybe start a road to the Universal title. Up next is Cass versus Enzo. Yeah, this is a feud. This is happening. Enzo and Cass split. Big Cass attacked Enzo, being that he attacked him a couple of weeks back and was staging attacks on himself. Yeah, that's bad. Bad move. Cass even. Enzo got an amazing promo, I have to say, on Monday about it. But I'm going to go with Big Cass to get the win. Tim has gone for Enzo. He thinks Cass is going to get himself disqualified, so it won't be a clean win. I believe Cass is going to win, then Enzo will get a sneaky win on Raw, and that will lead to a final match at SummerSlam. Yeah, I believe Big Cass. Tim believes Enzo. Up next is Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman in the ambulance match. Wow, this is a good feud. Basically, Strowman came back after Reigns said, I'm going to face the Universal Champion at SummerSlam because I'm Roman Reigns, ha 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 ha. And then they just pretty much picked up where they left off from Payback, where Strowman murdered Roman Reigns, and also a couple of Raws afterwards. Me and Tim have both gone for Roman Reigns. That it's the result I don't want. I want Strowman to win and solidify himself as like the next big powerhouse monster heel. But I do believe Reigns is going to get the win to sort of get his heat back and go on to face the Universal Champion at SummerSlam. Up next is the title match, the first of the title matches, and it is the King of the Cruiserweights, Neville, putting his Cruiserweight title on the line against my personal favorite Cruiserweight, Akira Tozawa. Akira Tozawa has been scooped up by the Titus brand along with Apollo Crews, and Titus got him this match against Neville. It's on the pre-show, so I'm saying Neville is going to win. I don't believe Neville is going to lose the title at this pay-per-view, especially on the pre-show. He'd lose it at a Big Four event, so I believe Neville's going to win. Tim has gone with Akira Tozawa. It's funny because I went with Aries against Neville, and Neville always won, and Tim always went with Neville. So it's an interesting switch around now. I always predicted the title was going to be taken off, and now I'm predicting the title is going to stay on, and Tim's predicting vice versa. Up next is the tag team title match, player. It is Cesaro defending against the Hardy Boys in the first ever 30-minute Iron Man match for the tag team titles. First ever 30-minute tag team Iron Man match. Cesaro, they are looking good with the belts. I do believe they could use them at the moment. I'm going to go with Cesaro for the win. Tim's also gone with Cesaro as well. Maybe it's time for the Hardys to step back a little bit. Maybe let the Revival or the Club have a chance with the belt going after Cesaro. I believe the Revival and Cesaro could do some wonderful stuff. And then maybe the Hardys could go after against the Club, or maybe a new tag team that comes in. I think that could be a nice idea. Up next is the Women's Championship match. Alexa Bliss against Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks won the first ever Women's Gauntlet match to get the opportunity last defeating Nia Jax via the bank statements. I'm going to say Alexa. It's tough, this one, because they could easily do Sasha, Bliss, and Bayley at SummerSlam, or they could do Sasha versus Bayley, or they could do Bliss versus Sasha again, or they could do Bliss against Nia Jax. there's a lot of different things they can do with the women's division at the moment over on Raw. To be honest, I think it's a good bit better than SmackDown at the moment. I don't like Naomi as the champion and a stupid glowing belt. I want Carmella to cash in immediately. I'm going to go with Bliss, and Tim has gone with Bliss as well. Just to make, I'm actually going with the champions to retain tonight. Tim, I don't believe there will be a title change tonight. I think you'll throw a Capital Punishment 2011 at us when no titles will change hands. Wait, did a title change hands there? Well. Up next, the main event. As you guys can clearly see, the main event, Brock Lesnar in his first Universal title defense against Samoa Joe. Like I said, Lesnar's first title defense since he's won the belt from Goldberg at WrestleMania. And Samoa Joe, he won a Fatal 5-Way a Fatal 5-Way Extreme Rules match against Roman Reigns, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, and Bray Wyatt to get this opportunity against the Beast Incarnate. The build-up has been really good. They really put Samoa Joe on Brock's level and have really shown that Joe can be on, like, the superstar level. He's really done a lot. He choked out Lesnar, choked out Heyman. He's been on an absolute rampage. Lesnar's got barely anything, and he's just been taunting. Like, he's not even afraid of Joe. Because Joe has been choking Lesnar and Heyman out. Me and Tim have both gone with the Beast Incarnate to retain his belts, and he will go on to face Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. Again, Joe, I'm not sure where he's going to go after this, but I do hope he does something very cool, because after this feud, he needs something white hot. Maybe go after The Miz for his Intercontinental title. Oh yeah, crap, I forgot about that match. Miz Ambrose Intercontinental title, WWE seem to care about as much as I do. I'm going to go Miz to retain. I think Tim's gone with that as well. But yeah, Brock Joe, me and Tim both predict Brock. It's a dream match. I'm very looking forward to this. I hope it's not a squash match where Brock just murders Joe. I hope it's not like a Orton Lesnar at SummerSlam last year. I do hope that Joe gets in a good amount of offense, maybe a muscle buster or a Coquina clutch or something like that. Where will WWE go? Well, Raw go after Great Balls of Fire. I think the main match is SummerSlam. Miz needs a new opponent. I think Ambrose is getting a bit stale, challenging him at the moment. Bliss maybe against Sasha or Nia. Cesaro against maybe the Club or the Revival. Maybe the Hardys, Broken Hardys. I'm not sure. Neville, I think he'll continue his feud with Tozawa. Brock, obviously, against Roman. And yeah, I do believe Seth Rollins will have a marquee match at SummerSlam as well. Maybe against Angle, if that's what they're doing. With both of them being the cover stars and the pre-order stars. I know, leave your predictions for Great Balls of Fire down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.